Now in this second video we take about next step of refraction through the spherical lenses here, right? So let us start here about the spherical lenses. First, spherical refraction. Okay, I can write a refraction by spherical lenses. Refraction by spherical lens or lenses. So here students, that is very important here. We have to be know and revise the definition of spherical lens here, right? So we know the spherical thing, but just in the form of sphere, right? So we are study about the refraction of light here. So in lenses, the surface are refracting surface. Okay, one is reflecting surface, which we study in the mirrors, right? But due to the reduced syllabus, we not take mirror here. We only focus on lenses. But when we come to the lenses, the lens have refracting surfaces. And if the refracting surface are in the shape of sphere, but not a total sphere, but is a part of sphere, so that is called as a spherical mirrors. So I can define here what is spherical mirror. Spherical lenses here. So the spherical lenses whose refracting surface is a part of sphere is called as spherical lenses, right? Spherical lenses having two phases or one phase of refracting surface. If that is a form of sphere, so we call it as a spherical lenses. If it is a plane, we call it plane mirror, but here it is plane lens, but it is spherical shape, means it is spherical lens here. Now this is about a spherical lens. Now come to the what is the meaning of lens here. Okay, so single, if they ask about what is lens, so see simple, right? The lens is a transparent material which have one or both surface are spherical, right? That is called that lens. So we have different types of lens here, but only in the syllabus we take two types of lens. One is convex lens and one is concave lens. And here to both convex and concave lens both are double spherical surface are there. So that is important. So we take about both surfaces spherical. One surface also spherical, that is called plane convex lens. But in this case we plano convex lens. But in this case we can take only double surface spherical lenses here. Okay, that is called as a spherical lens. With both surfaces are spherical. So that is called as a lens. Right? So this, for example, these definitions are very important for examination. Okay, for one must define spherical mirrors, lenses, or defined lens. Right, students? Now let us come to the another very important point, that is about, they ask that chance is more for asking in the examination, that is what types of spherical lens. Type of spherical lens. So I can make in the column, because I get both definition and also we get difference here if write like that means. Okay, so I can first number one I can take, that is convex lens one side, and the other side I can make concave lens. Now I can start with a diagram here. First I take with the definition. See here, convex lens is also called as a converging lens, right? We know that when a ray of light is from the parallel to principal axis are refracted by the lenses, then they are focused at a one point, that is called as a converging lens, right? And then we come across here on a concave, it is also called as a diverging lens. and it is very important when during problem solution we have to they give diverging lens, converging lens. So means the converging lens means a convex lens and diverging lens means a concave lens here, right? I can put a diagram to understand this converging meaning. See here, if this is the convex lens, it is the convex lens. Now when the ray of light are parallel to the parallel to each other, then what happened? After refraction, after refraction, all the points are converged at a single point, focus at a single point. This is called as a convergent. Means they are converged, they are concentrated on at one point. It is what about converging lens. If you draw the diagram of diverging lens, let's see here, it is the diagram for concave. It is a concave, right? Now if the ray of light are parallel to each other, what happened here? See, the light ray are diverging like that. The light ray if the center means it like that, but at the edge it is a diverge from the path, from the real path they are diverted. So it is called a diverging lens. They never meet at a single point, but they are meet at a single point. If the beam of light is meet at a single point, it is called as a converging, right? Beam of light is called beam of light, beam of a light ray. A beam of light, bundle of light, beam nothing but a bundle of light rays. Here beam of light now divergent, they not focus at a single point, it is diverging, it is a converging. So this is the meaning of, because of that converging lens, because of that it is diverging lens, right? So let us see second point about that here. Now I write a definition here, I put a diagram here. It is this is the, if I simply write, this is what a convex lens, right? If light here means this is what a concave lens. Now observe the diagram and define the definition. See here, if you observe the convex lens, at the edge we see this sharp, at the edge is sharp, and also say that it is a thin at the edge, but at the center or middle point it is thicker. It is a thicker, right? Now so I can like that the lens in which middle part is thicker and edges are thinner. So this is what the simple observation definition of. If you observe the lens, so we can define like that. So if you observe this one, so here also we define. So see, it is reverse. At the middle it is thin, at the edge it is thicker. So what happened here? I can draw it shortcut. You make sentence here. Middle, the lens at the middle is what? Thinner, right? And at the edge, at the edge it is thicker. It is just opposite to this lens. Both lenses are opposite to each other, right? Now let us see. Also we defined it again. Define with the, or we can also define here. See how the lens is said to be convex lens when the refracting surfaces, this is refracting surface, this is called refracting surface, so refracting surfaces are bulge outwards. See, it is bulge like that. This is the simple one thin sheet. Now it is like that, means that it is a bulging outwards. It is hollow part is outward, that is called bulging outwards, like bulging outwards. Now in this side we can write third one. It is third one, we can take third one or definition. In differences I can make 1, 2 and 3. The lens is said to be concave lens when the refracting surfaces are, now see what is here, refracting surfaces are, you are right, that is surfaces are bulging inward, right? It is pushed inside. See, it is pushed inside, bulging inward. So this is, students, about the very important meaning and the differences of concave and convex mirror. So in the examination may ask define convex mirror, so you can easily write any one definition with a diagram. You put a diagram. If they ask what is converging lens, you can simply say that when the beam of light is refracted by the convex mirror, they are focused or they are converged to a single point, it is called converging lens. You put a diagram proof. Now it is our diverging lens diagram, and also meaning that maybe this, or make sentence like this. Okay, like sentence like, I can only show you the keywords. Okay, the keywords, you can make the sentence of these keywords. Now it is another definition of the may I write any one definition? If they ask differences, mean write like that. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, make two differences, that is mean definition, and one is about diverging and converging lenses. So student, this is simply the basic knowledge about the convex and concave lens, right? Now by using this, we can form a different types of images here. Before formation of images, again we can now to revise a very important terms here with related to the lenses here, right? The both lenses have common parts, and that parts are very important. Without the knowledge of that parts, we're not able to understand the light chapter, or we're not able to solve the numericals, not able to draw the ray diagrams. Let us see here, the important terms are revised here. It is a revision, right? So I can only important terms, right? Important terms here. Let's see student, like only I take an sentence here. See the side first one, that is called as a optical center. Optical center. The first term is a optical center. Now student, what is mean by optical center here? When I take any lens, maybe convex, maybe concave, anything, I can prefer here convex. I can take, okay, I can take both. Okay, so it is revision, no, right? I can take both. We revise now totally, not left any one point here. So I can take both. See here, this is convex lens, this is concave lens, right? Now if I put a point at their center here, at the point here center, and represent that point by the O, and this point itself is called as optical center, that is represented by symbol capital O. So now how do we define the optical center? You are well known about that, right? What is optical center? Optical center is a center of a lens. That is simple. Optical center is a center of a lens. That is, you write on what is a center of a lens here. It is a center of lens. Center of lens is called optical center, right? One point you have to be remember. Now other point is that, see here, when the ray of light is passed through the optical center, what is sentence? The important revision. When, see, I can make question here. What happened when light ray passes through optical center? So a question mark, what happened when the light rays passes through optical center? That is very important. That is very important for ray diagram, that knowledge. See here, if I part a light like that, okay, if I pass a light to optical center, then the light is traveled in a straight line without any deviation taken place. There is no bending of light at the pole, at the optical center, right? So what? The light ray, answer is what? Light ray passes along a straight line, okay, straight line without any deviation, like that. If I can make diagram like that, see, this is the convex lens, this is the O is called optical center. If the ray of light is passed like that, what happened after the this shot? It is no bending. It can follow the straight path. It can follow the straight path. Okay, propagate along the straight path. Like that also, if a ray of light is follow like that, it is like straight line. If like that, means it is a straight line. There is no deviation, no bending takes place when the light is passed through optical center. That knowledge is very important for you. Okay, so examination, what is optical center and what happened when the ray of light is passed through the optical center. So optical center is the center of a lens, maybe convex or maybe concave, right? Optical center, and that is represented by the symbol that is capital O. and when the ray of light is passed through the optical center, the light can follow the straight path without any deviation, without any bending. There is no refraction takes, there is no refraction or there is no reflection takes place here. Okay, so refraction is not taken place where? At the pole or at the optical center of the lens. May also ask it in which part there is no refraction of light taken place in the lens, that is at the optical center. At the optical center there is no refraction or there is no reflection taken place, right? That is important, you have to be remember. But if you are focused on the refraction, so we say that at the optical center the light is not refracted, it is only follow the straight path, it is not deviated here. Okay, not deviated here, see, without any deviation, right? So let us see another very important term after optical center. Now take another important term, that is second one, that is called as second one, that is aperture. It is called as aperture. What is aperture here? First see in diagram, if I write this is a which type of lens? It is a right convex lens. Now see this whole height of the convex lens, right? This whole height. Or also we say that if I make it a sphere, what happened? It is look like a diameter. Okay, diameter. So what happened? The diameter of that spherical lens is called as a aperture. Okay, this whole part from here to here, this is called as, the full part is called as aperture, right? So the diameter of the reflecting surface is called as a student, that is called as a aperture. So you have to be remember that point. What is aperture means? That is the refracting surface of the spherical mirror is called as a aperture. Okay, so this point you have to be remember very carefully, right? So this is second point, the diameter of the diameter of the refracting surface of the lens is called as aperture. Is called as aperture. Okay, students. So this is the second term which have to be revised very carefully, right? Now let us see the second important term, that is very important, which is about third one, that is center of curvature. Center of curvature. Center of curvature. What is center of curvature? So see here diagram. I can take one diagram here that is about convex lens. If I can extend this part, okay, what happened? This part forms a sphere, right? Sphere. And we know that sphere has a center. That is what? A center, that is C1. And that center is called as a center of curvature, right? So what is center of curvature? The sphere has a center and that is called as a center of curvature here. The reflected surface is a form of sphere. When we extend that one, we get a center, the center of a curvature. So here write down the center of curvature definition here. The center of two imaginary, it is imaginary, correct? It is here one imaginary circle, and if I take this one, this is imaginary circle, and this is also one center, that is C2. Okay, C2, that is we say it is in the later it is 2 times of F1, it is 2 times of F2. Okay, later on, right? So you see the center of the two imaginary spheres, of which the lens is a part is known as center of curvature. Simple. So please note down this definition, very simple easy definition. It is an imaginary circle. Okay, it is imaginary circle, and these imaginary circle having the center. See here, the center of the two imaginary spheres of which the lens is a part. So this imaginary sphere and lens is a part of that sphere. Okay, this see, for this sphere, this is a part. Okay, not total sphere, it is a part of that whole sphere. So that sphere has a center, and that is called as a center of curvature, right? If I take for here concave, where center is formed here, see here, this is the one spherical side, and if I make this one imaginary sphere, and this sphere has a center, so this is called center of curvature. If I extend this to one, means it is imaginary. Okay, it is imaginary sphere, and here it is a C2. So like that, it is imaginary, dash is imaginary, not real. Okay, and that is real part. So real part make a center of curvature. Center, that is called center of curvature, and that is symbol is what you say, C. But in the lens, we can take 2 times of f1 in this side, right, left side, and in right side we can take 2 times of f2. Okay, let us see. Now this is very important, center of curvature, right, student? Now take radius of curvature, that is very important, radius of curvature. Fourth one, I think, right? Radius of curvature. Radius of curvature, and symbol which is used as capital R, not small r. Please not use small r, it is capital R. Okay, so now see what is the radius of a curvature here. So I can write for definition, the radii of two imaginary sphere of which the lens is a part is known as radius of curvature. See, simple definition, center of curvature and radius of curvature. If you put here radii, it is radius of curvature. If put here center, it is center of curvature. Okay, simple sentence, only here difference here. Okay, the radii of these two imaginary sphere. See here, if I take a convex lens here, right, it is convex lens, and it's a optical center O. Now I can refer this side, and if side this side extended, it forms a sphere, right? It is a sphere. Now this sphere has a center that is called a center of curvature C1. Okay, center or simple C. Now see the distance between, okay, see here, it is the distance between center of curvature and optical center is nothing but what? The radius of curvature. That is called radius of the radii of this sphere. So what is radius here? The radius nothing but what? The distance here, see, the distance between here, see, the distance between this optical center to C, because every distance we take from the point O, so it is called this is nothing but what? Radius of curvature here, right, students? This is called the radius of curvature, right? That distance is center and that is point O. It is a radius of curvature here. So this point you have to be remember, right? So this is the radius of curvature. Now let us another very important term, that is fifth one here, students, that is called focal length of the lens. That is a focal length of the lens here. So definition, the distance between focus and optical center of a lens is known as what? A focal length, and the symbol is small f. Capital F a focus point, it is small f means focal length. Now let us understand this one. So now see, if I take here about the convex lens, it is optical center and is a principal axis, imaginary line. Now I can also define the principal axis. It is an imaginary line that passes through the optical center normally, okay, normally perpendicularly, right, perpendicularly. See here, if a beam of light when a beam of light, okay, when the light ray parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, they focus at a point, it is called a focus point. Okay, focus at a point, and that is nothing but, see, this is a focus point. See here, focus, this is called focus, where the parallel beam of lights are concentrated after refraction. When a beam of light are parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, they are intersect at a point, like that. They are intersect at a point, and that point is called as a focus point. That is called as a focus point. This is a focus point, and it is the optical center. Here it is the optical center. Now see definition: the distance between focus and the optical center. The distance between focus and the optical center is called as a focal length here. Focal length, and also remember that this focal length is half of the radius of curvature. If radius of curvature is 10 centimeter, so what is the focus point? Focus point is at 5 centimeter. How the formula? See, so remember that focal length is half of the radius of curvature. Remember, focal length is half of the radius of curvature. For example, in the principal axis, this is your convex lens, and they given that this is the radius of curvature. It is a radius of curvature, right? If the radius of curvature is 20 centimeter, then what is the length of the focal? What is the focal length? See, it is half. It is at 10. So you calculate here. This is 20 by 10, but 20 by 2 is 10. So what is half? So F is the focal length is equal to half of 2R. If I write R is equal to 2 times of F. So that is very important terms. Means the focal length is half of the radius of curvature, and the radius of curvature is a double of the focal length. If the focal length 10 means the radius of curvature is a double, 20, right? And if the radius of curvature 20 means the focal is a half, that is a 10. So this is very important term you have to remember. This is simple one. If you remember, R is equal to 2 times of F. Most of students are get confused and they write F is equal to 2 times of R. No, not by heart. It understand the concept. Okay, so R is 2 times of F. Okay, so R is double of F and F is half of R. So that is very important. You have to be remember, right, students? So this is, students, about the important points you have to learn today. That is about the important terms. That is optical center, aperture, right? After that, focal length, focus point, right? Then radius of curvature, center of curvature. These are very important term you have to be remember here, right? Now let us see here. Now before going to the ray diagrams, simple learn how do you take a lens and how do you name all the parts present in the lens, all parts. Okay, now what we learn here, optical center, radius of curvature and focus point, all we are put it in the diagram. How to label all that? See here, I can take first example for it is which type lens it is, right? It is a convex lens. Here see, first we did optical center, right? And the imaginary line, that is called the principal axis. It is very straight line. Imaginary, they don't actually not present, practical not present. Theoretically we can write that one, but practically it is not be visible, right? It is imaginary, we imagine only here. Now let us see center of curvature. Exact, the radius of curvature is called as, if I take this is right side, this is left side. So here, if this is the form of sphere, so here is center of curvature, and there is not C taken as, here we taken as it is F1, F2, 2 times of F2. Why 2 times? Because we know that the focus point is F1, F2, right side F2. If it is 10 means, what is radius of curvature? 20, 2 times of F2, right? Side is like that. F is equal to 2 times of R, right? So R is equal to 2 times of F, like that, right? So I can make here. If it is 5 means, what is this? It is 20 to 2 times, right? So like that. So it is the C, OF2. What is OF2 here? OF2 is what is here? OF2 is what? OF2 is right focal length. You have to remember, OF is focal length, students. Do not confuse here. It is a focal length. It is a focal length f. Now what is here? O and 2f2, right? It is what? Radius of curvature, right? O 2 times of f is nothing but what? Radius of curvature, right? That is you have to remember here, right? Okay, so this is like that we have to take. Now this side again I take this side f1, and f1 is also what? OF is what? OF1 is what? Focal length. Focal length. And what is f2 here? Only f2, right? f2 is a focus point. Okay, focus, first focus point. It is the second focus point, third focus point, like that. It is third focus, first focus point on the right side. And what is here? f1, it is a first focus point. First focus point on left side, right? Now it is what? f2, double focus point. So it what? O, distance O to f2. It is what? This distance is what? Radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. You have to remember that one, right, students? So this is we learn one lens, and it is f1. Sorry, 2f1. Right side f1, 2f1. So left side f1, 2f1. Right side f2, 2f2. That is very important, right? It is called as focal length 2 times. It is actually radius of curvature. Is this one? It is focal length, radius of curvature. It is focal length, right, students? So you have to be remember that all points here. Now let us start the formation of images here. After completion of all the concept here, let us start the formation of image, right? The formation of image by the first take a convex, right? I can take here convex lens. I take here convex lens. Now students, in the convex lens I can write all the first theory here. See, first object distance, right? Object distance. Now next this one first, and after that we have take next is what? Image distance, right? At what distance the image is formed. So image distance, correct? Now after that size, how much size it is, same or enlarge or it is small in size, that all decide here. Now last one is what? Nature. Nature of image. Okay, there are two nature, one is real and one is virtual, right? So these are very important, you have to be remember. These 4 conditions very important. Always ask examination, please write the distance, image distance, size and nature. So see here, for object distance I use a symbol U, right? For image distance a symbol is V, right? For S there is no symbol. Okay, like that. Now student, first case, see first case, later we draw the ray diagram. Okay, first you take one by one all positions here. What is the position, what is the size and what is the nature. So see, let us see here. If I take first at infinity, if I put an object, this is object, maybe candle, maybe any battery, maybe car, maybe anything, only object I take. In the practical we take a candle or any torch or any pin, okay, with a source of light, helping source of light. So when put a object which is always perpendicular to the surface principal axis, it is always perpendicular to principal axis, and the object is always on the left side of the mirror, lens. The object must be always left side of the lens. You have to remember that, right? So if the object I kept left side infinity, at infinite distance, what happened? The image is formed at it is at f2. That you have to remember. The image is formed at f2, focus f2, right? So what is the size here? So size is diminished or very small. It is point size. It is a point size. So this pointer remember. So what is nature? So nature is real and inward. So what is real here? Real means the image which form on the screen, that is called real. So right here see real image. Real image meaning important, the image which forms on the screen cuff on the screen, that is called as a real image, right? So this is form on the screen. So this is the first one. We can learn the ray diagram later. First take all table, complete table, right? So that is very important. You first practice and try to write table without seeing the textbooks. That is, you memorize all the table in your mind. That is very important for you, right? So after that, see, I take opposite. Now I can take at object is at F1, okay, and left side it is F1 is there. So I can, because the left side we kept the object, so left side is a F1, so I can put object correct on the F1, that is focus F1. So where is the image? Simple image go at infinity, image is at infinite, just opposite, okay, just opposite cases. F1, that is right side, so F1 F2 right side, so F1 is left side, so it is cross, so it is also cross. See, infinity, F2, F1, infinity, that is cross case. So that is what they are first right here grouped together. Opposite also, here also opposite, it is what? Enlarged image form. Image is enlarged, image is enlarged, and the same it is real and inward means reverse, okay, inward, it is reverse, like that, it is a reverse, it is a reverse, okay. Now third one, I can write third one, see here students, third one, beyond 2F1, so that left side beyond 2F1, before 2F1 I can put a object. So where it is formed? So it is formed between F2, because right side, no, because of right side, so F2 and 2F2. So in that case, image is diminished, okay, small in size, not diminished, I can small in size, as compared to object is small in size. If the object is 1 centimeter, the image is half centimeter, like that, small in size of then object. And here also same, it is real and inward, real and inward. Now I can take this one, reverse, between F1 and 2F1. What happened here? You are right, that is beyond. See here, it is beyond 2F2, right side beyond. It is beyond 2F1 means between here. If beyond, between here means it is beyond. So that is what cross. That is what very important. This is one group, this is one group. They are matched to each other, right? So here see, reverse, it is small means here what happened? Enlarge. And large. So it is the same, real and inward. So we observe that the 4 cases, the convex mirror only form the real and inward image, right? So next case, that is at. Now I come to at F1. At I can F1 or I can take, okay, F1, at F1. If I put an object at exact at F1, at exact F1. So what happens? Sorry student, I take 2F1, not sorry, I can take F1 is over, no, F1 is over. So at 2F1, at 2F1, if I pin, see what happened here? If I kept the object at the left side 2F1, so what is here? It is at 2F2, exact on left right side. So it is what happened? Same size, same size, same size of that of the object. Object is 1 centimeter, the image also 1 centimeter, same size. So it is also real and inward, right? So let us see next point, sixth one, that is one, between optical center and F1, okay. So here this one, what happens, see, the image is same side of that of object, image waveform same side that of object, means the image also on the left side object, left side image. Here all image are formed on the right side, because of that all real inward, but here left side they form. So if the object left side means here enlarge is there, size is large, enlarge, and here this was not formed on the screen, okay, that is virtual image. Virtual image means not form on the screen. If form on the screen, real, not form on the screen, it is virtual. So it is what? Virtual, and is straight, it is called as erected. This is called as erected. So see here, this is 6 cases. So these 6 cases are based on the convex lens. You have to memorize all these points. And one thing very important, when writing the differences, you also put that the convex lens also form the virtual and erected images, right? So see here, But when you take concave mirror only form the virtual image. Only two cases we study in the concave. In concave, only they form the virtual image. There is no real image in the concave. But convex can form both two types of image. They can form real image and also can form the virtual image. Which type of lens? That is concave lens. Maybe they ask which name the lens which can form both real image and the virtual image. That is nothing but what? A convex mirror. See here, in the 5 cases it is form the real image, but in the 6th case virtual image. Which case? When the object between optical center and the focus point number 1. So this is about all the very important points, right? In the 5 cases it forms real image, but in the 6th case it forms virtual image. So you can remember that the lens, that is convex lens, which form both real image and virtual image, right? So this is all about the informations. Now we can draw the ray diagrams and prove all these cases one by one, students. Okay, right, let us see. Take a screenshot or write down this one and try to write whole table without seeing the textbook. Okay, practice this, memorize this, all the conditions, very important it is, right? So now I can remove this one. Let us start the very important part, that is image formation, right? So please take rubber, scale, pencil, sharp your pencil. Let us start the class here, right? So now first case I can take, which is the first case, students, right? There is one at infinity, the position is at image is, I can write a u, object v, image s, size and nature, n is nature, right? So see, shortcut I can make here, right? So v, that is image at f2, right? So what is size? I say small, okay, diminished, right? And the image is real and invert, okay, real and invert. Let us see how I draw it is. So see, it is a convex lens and m dash is the aperture, and this is reference point I can take, okay, reference point, aperture reference point, and its center, that is O, right? And now I can make an, what is this line? Principal axis. This line is a principal axis. I can make you show here. I can not put the labeling here. I can simple, for your practice I can make here principal axis. Okay, most of students are forget that one, right? But not need to write a labeling here. Let us see, label the parts, that is exact parts here. F1, I take a measurement like that, F1, and 2 times of F1 here. How much it is? Like I take F2, right? And it is how much? Like that, right? F2, 2 times of F2. This is over. Now the first case, infinity here, infinity. The object is at infinite, A and B, infinite. So what happened here? A ray of light is traveled from infinity, like that. I can take only 2 rays, and that is enough. Okay, of the center only, sir. So what happens? See, when the light ray are parallel to the principal axis, after refraction they meet at a point F, right? F. Okay, this is the ray. So this is the ray which is passed over O. It is acting without deviated their straight path. So that is what this. So this is what image distance. This is was image. This is what image. Now image is formed at, students, see, image is formed at F2, correct? At F2. Now this is image, not label that, it is image. Okay, understandable. As per the object is infinity, the image is F2. Now students, see, now from optical center to infinity, it is called object distance. It is called object distance, right? Now see here, O to F2, O to F2. This distance is called V, that is called image distance, right? Image distance. And we always measure the image from the center, optical center. So it is nothing but what? Image distance. So how much image distance? The focal length equal to image distance, right? The focal length equal to image distance here, right, students? So this is the first point. So the infinity, at what distance the image is formed? At F2 form, that is equal to the focal length, that is focal length here. So clear, students? First ray diagram, clear? So very diminished, it is real and invert. right? So now take second case. Now at infinity, reverse I take at the first focus point f1. So where it is? You are right, infinity. Clear? Now infinity means what is size here? Right, opposite, and large, and the nature is what? Real and invert. I can write shortcut R and not refractive index, real and invert. You not write shortcut in examination, you are full right, real and invert, right? So now let us draw the ray diagram here, right? If you know the diagram, pause the video and first draw the diagram yourself only, right? Then see the video, right? This is the, what is this? Convex lens, right? It is aperture dash m dash. It is O, not orange, it is optical center. Now it is what? This line is called as a principal axis. Now at equal distance, it is fish 1, fish 2, fish f2, fish 2, it is f2 times of f2, right? Now at f1, where is f1? Right, at f1 here, see, at f1. So I can put now image at f1, students. Okay, at f1 I can put the image. See here what happened. A, B, so it is always perpendicular to the principal axis, 90 degree, and now this first is parallel to the principal axis. So after refraction, what happened? It is passes through the at f2, focus point 2, and after O, no deviation, straight passes as it is, no refraction takes place, no this as it is. So see that they are parallel to each other, parallel ray. So they are parallel to each other. Where they meet, we do not know. Infinity they not meet, or maybe meet. What is that called? At infinity. The image is formed at infinity. So it is very large. It is a real and invert. Right. So this is what at f1. Right, students? That is very important case. You have to remember this case. Most of the time they ask about f1 and beyond. That is all these there. So that is very important case. Right. So this is again very important. Write down this one. Now come to third case. Case number third class. Case number 3. Case number 3. It is V. Okay, it is V. Now case number 3. So what is case number 3 here? Beyond 2f1. Right. So what happened between? Right. Tell me between. Right. f2 and 2 times of f2. What is image here? Image is small. Right. Small, and what is nature? Real and invert. Right. So now take lens, aperture, optical center O, this side principal axis, this side principal axis. Now it is f1, 2 times of f1, f2, 2 times of f2. Now it is very important case. Most of the time in examination this case asks beyond. So see, beyond means here, this is A, this is A. Now this is A, B, object, and this called object distance O2, this object distance. Now the ray is parallel to principal axis. After refraction, as it is very boring case, same passes to f2, focus, that is same. Now optical center, very good. See here, image form exact between. It is A dash, it is B dash, reverse. Right. So it is real, and see, ulta, it is invert. Ulta is invert, no, ulta, it is invert. Right, students? So this is what the very important case. In the examination, most of the time they ask this case, right? So that is very important. So this is clear. Now come to the fourth one, which is fourth case, reverse case, fourth one. Now I can take reverse and not take between. I can push the object now between. So between 2 times of F1 and F, 2 times of F1 and F1. What is image here? Beyond 2F2. I'm stuck here. And what size here? Size is large. It is small means it is large. And large. Size is nature is real and inward. Okay, right. See. Again take repeated. Again take a lens, convex lens. It is 20 O. And it is principal axis. And this is F1. And this is F2, F1. This is F2. And this is 2 times of F2. Clear? Now, between anything between, maybe this, any point I can take here. My convenience, that is A, B object. Principal axis parallel to principal axis, bend passes through F. No problem, right? Now, after that, pole. See, I can make some corrections here. It is 2F2. Okay. So see here, where image form? It is beyond. Okay, it is beyond. That is B dash, A dash. So see, it is beyond. It is large. So see, large image. Large. So large and real, and it is ulta, inward. Right, students? So see how easily we finish 4 cases here. Simple. If you take a group F1, infinity, infinity, F2, F1, infinity, like that, and then beyond, between, beyond. So that is very important. Link is there. So yeah, as per link you read means you get the easy one. You can remember, draw the diagram very easily, right, without any confusion, right? We not need to take any help from the others, right, students? Now let us see fifth one. Which fifth one case is there? At 2F1, right? At 2F1. So what happened? Oh, camera is stuck here. Okay. So at 2F2. Okay. At 2F2. So see a size same. And what is here? Nature real and inward. Clear, students? Now take here. This is the convex lens. It is aperture, optical center, and now it is principal axis, right? Now it is taken as F1. It is 2F1, F2. It is 2F2, right? Now let us see at exact here. So what happens? See. So it is passed to F2. Okay, and after that it is here. So see exact what happened here. It is exact at yes, at F2, right? So this is what important point to remember, right? At 2F2 it is at 2F1, it is at 2F2. So this is you have to be remember, right, students? Now the last case. See here, in a minute we can finish all diagrams. In a minute, right? So let us see the last one. That is here, sixth one. Between O and see what here? O and F1. So what happened here? It is formed a same side. Okay, same side of object. So it is size is a large, and the image is what? Virtual and erected, right? So see how it is. So this is principal axis, optical center, aperture, right? So now I take F1, 2F1, F2, 2F2, right? So now students take here, see between here F1 and O2, then what happens? See A, B. So this is after refraction pass through F2, and then what happened here? it is at so they are divergent to each other, they not meet each other. So what happen in that case, we can reproduce the refracted ray. So here refracted ray reproduce here, and here refracted reproduce. So what happened here? So see, they meet here. So this is what the A dash B dash. So see, very large. So it is same side. The side of object is left side, the image is also left side. Same side of object, and the enlarge is enlarged. So it is not scuff on the screen, it's not form on the screen. So it is inside the mirror and lens. Sorry, it is inside the lens, and it is straight. So it is called erected. It is called erected. Erected. Okay. So this is, students, about the image formed by the here convex lens. Hope you are revise all these diagrams, right? So let us take then convex last two cases. Concave lenses also form image which is always virtual, and there is only two cases. One is infinity, and it is between infinity and optical center. So first I write down all and revise all and come to the concave lens, students. Okay, right. Now students, take about the concave lens here, right? So concave lens. Concave lens. So one is that is right here, object, image, size, nature of the image, right? So first one, at infinity, only two cases are there. At infinity, at focus, same is there, focus, but there in convex it is f2, but it is f1. Okay, f1, that is the difference. And here highly diminished. Okay, highly diminished, that is almost all point sized. Okay, dot size diminished, and it is the virtual and erected, right? So second case, between infinity and O of the lens, optical center of the lens. So at that case, between F1 and O, between F1 and O, anywhere it is formed, between F1 to O, anywhere it is formed, and it is also diminished. Okay, also diminished, and it is also virtual and erected. Virtual and erected, students. Let us see the here diagram. Space has there. Okay, now let us see how the image form. Case number one. Case number one. This is a concave mirror. Sorry, concave lens. I can take first and two case only. So I can take first case here. So now take, it is a concave lens. It is a optical center. It is, and take dot aperture. Right. It is a principal axis. Principal axis same. Here I can take f1, 2 times of f1, f2, 2 times of f2, right? So where I put the infinity, at infinite, at infinite. So what happened at infinite means a dash dash dash. Okay, so dash 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 to infinity, it is like that. Okay, direction. So after the lens reach to the lens, concave lens, what happened? Divergent takes place. Divergent. So what happened? There is no meet, but we can meet here. We can reproduce the refracted ray, refracted ray. So that is meet at see here at F2. So it is very diminished, and it is on the left side. So it is not actually meet. We meet it with dash dash lines. So it is called inside the mirror. So this form inside the mirror. Sorry, inside the lens. So it is what virtual and erected. Right, students? So this is the case number one. So please write down this one. Now take the second case. See second case. Second case, twin. Here also twin. So see here how much it is. F1, 2 F1, F2, 2 F2, right? So let me how much between. So it is between infinity and O, anything where I kept here, anywhere your choice. O to infinity, anywhere you can put. So I can put here. So A dash AB. So see here, after it is divergent. Okay, now it is passes through O, it is O, right? Now, so what happened? I can reproduce this one here. So see what happened, they are meet at here, so it is what, A dash B dash. So see between O and F1, right, it is very small, diminished and erected and Sida, erected and virtual. So student, this is all about the spherical lenses and then their image formation. So see, in that case we learn about the very important concept of convex lens, concave lens, right? That is what, concave lens form the 5 real image and one last is virtual image. Means what, the convex mirror can form real image as well as the virtual image, but the concave lens is always form the virtual images. Every condition, there are only 2 conditions, in our 2 conditions they form only virtual images. So that is very important, where real, that is inward, and virtual is always erected. So that is very important point you have to remember. In the examination 100% one question must be there to draw the ray diagram for a particular position and you form the image there. So that is very important. So you write this very neatly in the examination, right? So multiple choice questions, sometimes they ask, if the object is kept at this point, then what is the image distance, they give options, that also very important. In multiple choice possible, and in 1 marks possible, 2 marks or 3 marks possible, right? So that is very important concept. We take this video number 2, this is again very important, very small concept is there, very small video, maybe 1 hour or taken this video, but the concept are very important. 100% the ray diagram is come in the examination, that is very important. So please practice this lens, both concave lens and convex lens, both 6 plus 2 total 8 ray diagram. That is very simple. Okay, make a group like that and you can practice daily too. Okay, with pencil and rubber, you must draw with a pencil and scale, right? So this is very important in examination, so please practice and also memorize all definitions. What is focal length, what is focus point, radius of curvature, center of curvature, aperture, optical center, convex lens, concave lens, spherical lens, lens, all these definitions are very important. And then differences between convex lens and concave lens. One is definition and one is diagram, and one is divergent, convergent, and one is convex lenses form the real and virtual image both, but the concave form only virtual image. That also only one difference is there, right? That is, you revise all the points. So in the next video we can finish this chapter. Next video, in that chapter we take the very important point about the next concept, that is about the magnification and the power of a lens, and then we solve the numericals on the using lens formula, right? We solve the numericals on the lens, that is numerical numericals are there, so we can solve numericals and power of a lens in the next video, right? So please come to the next video, plus revise all these important points first. Okay, after revision of these all points, then we can make the third video. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Meet in the next video with the next very important concept here. Okay, again thank you so much.